Hi, I'm Serena. I have CFS ME. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's chronic fatigue syndrome, or myalgic encephalomyelitis, I think is the term that you're supposed to use now. I've had this for a few years, and I'm sure, like anybody that has it, I've been looking all over the internet for anything I can find about it. I love talking to other people who have the same thing. It's just not the same talking to your friends or your parents who don't have it and cannot possibly begin to understand what it's like, and you can't expect them to. So I came to YouTube and I was looking for videos of other people with CFS, ME, and I found some. I didn't find a lot though, but the ones that I did find, it was so cool being able just to hear other people's experiences and how they deal with it. So I thought I would make my own videos, um, and just I would love to hear from other people, in the comments if they have CFS, and how they manage it and what it's like for them. So I was thinking I'd make a couple videos, just on my CFS and what cheers me up and what makes me feel better, what I do, what supplements I use, what I find has helped me, um, things like that, and the treatment that I've done. So, I find it so beneficial just sharing with others what I do. So, yeah, that's sort of my plan. I got CFS, ME, whatever you want to call it, in grade 11. Like, it just sort of hit me all at once. I was pretty sick. I guess I had some sort of flu or virus at first, and it was pretty rough. And then I got over it, kind of. But then just one morning after that, I woke up. I had this brain fog, and I didn't really know what it was, and I had to go to a meeting for work. I worked at a restaurant and I had to go to a meeting with the manager because I had just been hired, and I was sitting there and I could not keep my eyes open. Like, I was falling asleep. I couldn't understand what he was saying. It was such a struggle for me just to sit through that hour-and-a-half meeting. And I couldn't figure out why, and I just assumed, oh, like, I'm tired, I'll go sleep it off tonight. So I went home, went to sleep probably pretty early, and I woke up and I still had this brain fog, and that happened for about 2 weeks. I kept hoping that it would be gone when I woke up, but it wasn't. The brain fog was still there, and slowly I noticed that I was becoming way more tired and exhausted, and the fatigue that I had just wouldn't go away, even with, a good night's sleep. So we started going to doctors, and the first thing we did was we had my vision checked, because with this brain fog, like, I can't focus on things. Like, if I picked a rock on the ground, like, I can't focus on it. My vision just sort of goes back and forth, and things are really blurry. Like, my vision will become blurry sometimes if I get really, really tired. So we did that, and they said, oh no, your vision looks fine. So it wasn't that. I went to a couple of different doctors. Eventually I got the diagnosis of CFS ME, and I ended up I got referred to a clinic that specializes in Lyme disease, CFS ME, and fibromyalgia. So that was good. That was heading somewhere. For the first year that I had it, it didn't affect me a whole lot. I continued to dance, I continued to work at the restaurant that I was working in, and I continued to go to school. It was getting tough, but I sort of just managed it because I didn't know anything else. And then the summer, going into grade 12, things started going downhill. Grade 12, that was bad. I ended up Eventually, I did lose all my friends. None of them believed that I had this illness that I said I had. They all thought I was faking it just to get attention, and they went home and they looked up chronic fatigue syndrome, and they're like, oh, you're just tired, I'm tired too, get over it. And they would say those things to me, and it was hurtful, and eventually they just stopped talking to me. You know, that's for the best, I guess. You don't want people around like that. When you have a disease like this, you need people who understand. So I lost all my friends, basically. And grade 12, I tried doing school for a bit, but I couldn't do it. I ended up having to drop out. I actually got tutored from home, and I finished my grade 12 year on time. Props to me. I also, I quit my dance, quit my job at the restaurant. I pretty much quit everything, and now I'm pretty much housebound. You know, I don't get out much. There's been the occasional times where I'll feel like I have enough energy to go out and meet a friend for lunch or something. And then I'll go out for a couple hours or so, or maybe even just an hour or two. And I come back and I'll come back with a migraine or something, or so exhausted that I just have to go. I have to go lie down for the rest of the day. Then maybe the next day I'm still tired, and it'll take me a week for me to recover from that. So there's that. It's not the funnest thing, and when that happens, you just don't really want to go out anymore because you know the cost that it'll come at, and it just doesn't really seem worth it to you to go out just for an hour to do that. So yeah. So for treatment, I've tried treatment. They've been offering a couple different things. I've done, kind of ending it now, a long-term antibiotic course because they found a mycoplasma infection in me. So they treated that, and I'll probably make a video about that later because that's, a whole other story. And yeah, they've been giving me supplements and vitamins, of course, probiotics, all that. And of course you have to pace yourself and try to get lots of sleep, which is kind of impossible. Good sleep. I either sleep, 3-4 hours or sleep 11 hours. And I have so much trouble falling asleep at night. I do have to take melatonin. That's something I take every night. I would not be able to sleep without it. I started taking this new thing called Curamin PM. I don't really know what to say about that. I don't know if it's helped me. It's hard to say. I think it's different for everybody. It's worth a shot though, for sure. Yeah, so that's my story. I have got the symptoms. I'm achy all over. I'm fatigued all the time. I'm just exhausted every day. I get really bad pains in my wrists, my ankles. It's not fun. Even chewing my food sometimes, I get tired and my jaw just gets so achy that I just have to stop and in the middle of dinner and just lie there and sort of take a breather before I can continue chewing. That seems so ridiculous, but that's chronic fatigue syndrome. There's so many more. I get ringing in my ears sometimes. That was weird when it started happening, but I realize it's all part of that. I have digestion problems too, as I'm sure most people might, with chronic fatigue syndrome. I'm really sensitive. My skin is really sensitive. My scalp especially. It could be the long hair. That could be part of it. But yeah, what else is there? Yeah, I can't walk long distances. That exhausts me. Brain fog. That's a huge one for me. It's one of the ones I struggle with the most. It's impossible to describe brain fog, but the way I always end up describing it, it's like you're not really in your body. Like, you're watching everything that's going on from somewhere else. You don't feel in touch with your body. You don't feel in touch with everybody else. You're just sort of in a daze. And with the brain fog, of course, there's so many memory problems and concentration problems and word mix-ups. I'll always replace one word with a different word that's completely wrong, or I'll take two words and I'll be trying to say it too fast that I just smash the words together and create a new word, which makes no sense. But I find, I don't know, it's funny sometimes in sort of a sad way, I guess. Yeah, and I stutter. I do stutter because, it's a lot of work when you have brain fog trying to come up with a sentence that makes sense. Especially if you're in a new setting, meeting new people, you're already nervous as is, and trying to form interesting, just trying to make interesting conversation with them is hard when you have brain fog. It sucks. Like, that's how it is. Brain fog's just not fun. But some other things, other symptoms, lymph nodes, swollen lymph nodes, sore lymph nodes. The ones I used to get the worst were under my armpits, and like it just feel like you have big baseballs under there, and it'd be sore to touch, and so puffy, and lifting your arm up, that would hurt because you're pulling on it. Other ones I get are right in there. Like, I don't know if you can see, but they're kind of swollen right now. Yeah, so those swell up whenever I get, some sort of sickness, additional sickness, or I get really tired. They swell up and they hurt and it's sore. And there's one time when they were so bad, like it just felt like they were closing out my throat, and breathing was a bit of a challenge. And eating, like whenever I ate, it just felt like it was rocks scraping the inside of my throat. Not a good time. It was not fun. Yeah, so I mean, those are just some of the symptoms. God, there's so many others. But those are a lot of the main ones, more common ones. I mean, if you Google it, you can find them easily. So yeah. I'm not at home right now and I'm away, so I apologize for the horrible quality of this video. I'm just filming it on my MacBook. I don't have my good video camera or good camera to film on. I really apologize. I know I don't like watching bad quality videos, but bear with me. I'll try to have way better quality next time. Yeah, so I mean, yes, if you have, please share your experiences with chronic fatigue syndrome. If you have any, or if you have questions for me, please just leave them in the comments. I would love to just talk to other people that have it, or just answer any questions. Like, I'm so open to it. So, I mean, please subscribe. Let me know that there's people watching this. Yeah, leave comments. If you have chronic fatigue syndrome, I hope today is a good day for you. If not, I hope you continue to improve and you do get better. Good luck to all of you.